Welcome back, Renegades. Today we're going to have some gameplay. We're going to be playing Starter Deck 21 Red Gear 5 Luffy with Lim, Pudding, Betty, Red Green Smoker, Robin, Usopp, Black Smoker, Boa, and Yellow Red Sabo. All matches will be timestamped in the description. And as always, a friendly reminder, if you have not subscribed, please do so. It helps the channel. Alright, let's get into some gameplay. Up first, we're playing off against Lim. Opponent's going to go first. We take a mulligan here. They get a Dawn. They're going to play down their one-drop Lim, passing it over to us. Going to play down a Nami Searcher, grabbing a two-drop Sanji. And then we're going to play the other Nami. We are going to grab the 3-5 Rush Zoro. Just pass it back. They're going to pressure 5 into life with their Lim. We're going to take the first hit. Opponent's going to use Leader Effect to rest 3 Dawn, ramping a 1 and playing a Mihawk down, passing it back over to us. We're going to play down a 3-5 Rush Zoro, using 1 Dawn to give it to our leader. The leader's going to feed that Zoro, making a 7k swing. Opponent's going to take that. They're going to go 6 into life. They're going to take that as well. Passing back over to the opponent, they're going to pressure 6 back with their Mihawk. We're going to give them a 2k. So they're going to play down their Sakazuki. Leon play, going to get rid of our Zoro, pressuring 5 into life with their leader. Passing it back over to us. We're going to play down the 4-5 Zoro, feeding the leader 1 Dawn. And then feeding Zoro 2, going 7 into life with that Zoro. They're going to take this hit. We're going to put 1 more on our leader, pressuring 7 again. They take that hit. We just pass it back. Opponent's going to pressure 6 with their Mihawk into that rested Zoro. We're debating if we want to counter out, but we're going to let this happen so we can play down our 5-6 Luffy. They're going to pressure 7 with their Sakazuki. We're going to take this hit here. Going to play down the Doflamingo blocker and a Limb Searcher. They did get a 2k Nami, it looks like, and they're going to pressure 5 into life. We're going to counter. They're going to ready back their blocker and Limb and a couple other things. Back over to us. We're going to just put 1 on our 5-6 Luffy, pressuring 7. They're going to counter out. We're going to deploy down our 3-5 Rush Zoro as well as our 2-drop Sanji. We're going to put 1 leader. And using leader effect, we're going to put the 2 on the Sanji, giving it Rush, pressuring 6 with that Sanji. Use our blocker here. Put 1 on the Zoro, pressuring another 6. And we get it. Luffy versus Pudding. We're going to go first here. We're going to draw our Dawn and play out our Nami Searcher. We're going to grab a 2k Sanji. We're just going to pass it back to the opponent. Opponent's going to play down their Pudding Searcher, getting a Lin, passing it back to us. Going to pressure 5 into life with our leader. They're going to counter this. Going to play down the Rush Zoro and just pressure another 5. They take this hit. We're going to pass it back. Opponent's going to play down their Bon Clay, ramping it Dawn, attaching it to the leader, pressuring 6 into that rested Zoro. Using their leader effect, they're going to ramp it Dawn. We're going to counter. Back over to us. We're going to play down the 4, drop Zoro, giving our leader Dawn, and then feeding that Zoro, so it has Rush. Pressuring 7. They take this hit. Pressuring 5 with our other Zoro. They counter, and then a 6k swing with leader, which they take. Passing back over to the opponent again. They're going to pressure 5 into that rested Zoro. We're going to let them have it so we can play down a blocker. They're going to swing their Bon Clay here, copying our rested Zoro's power. So we're just going to use our 6k blocker here. They're going to use an event here to get rid of our characters. And then it's going to pass it back. So we draw into the Kidding Killer. We're going to play that out. We're going to put a Dawn on our leader. And we're going to give 2 to that Kidding Killer, pressuring 9. They take this hit. We're going to put the last 2 on our leader. And we're going to pressure 8k into life, and we get it. Luffy versus Belo Betty. Opponent chooses to go second here. We're going to take a mulligan. We don't have anything to do, so we're just going to pass it back. They got their 2 Dawn. They're going to play down their Belo Betty Searcher, getting an Ivankov. And they're going to play Raise Max, passing it over to us. We're going to play down our 3-5 Rush Zoro, pressuring 5 into life. They're going to counter this one, and we got another 5k swing with leader. They take this one, passing it back. They're going to play down an Ivankov. This is the one that has 7k power, they can play something. So they use their leader effect to pump their team, using Ivankov's ability to play down Karasu, giving our rested Zoro -1. And they're trying to pressure our with their leader, and we give it to them. Raise Max coming in for 5. We're going to take that hit. Belo Betty coming in for 5. Character, going to counter. Back over to us. 5 Dawn. We're going to play down the 4-drop Zoro, giving 1 to leader, feeding that Zoro. Pressuring 7 into the Raise Max, and 6 into the Belo Betty Searcher, passing it back. I'm going to play down another Karasu, giving our leader -1k, pumping their team, using Ivankov's ability to play Lindbergh. Pressuring 8 into our leader, giving it another -1000. We take that hit. 2 on leader, pressuring 7 into 3. We have to take that. And Ivankov's coming in 8 into 3. We have to take that. Back over to us. We're going to play down the 2-drop Sanji. Using our leader effect, we're going to feed the Sanji. So we have another rush swing. We're going to go 6k into life. They take that. We're going to play Kid and Killer. We're going to use a Zoro, pressuring another 5. They counter. Kid and Killer going to go and take care of that Karasu. And then we have a 6k swing into the Ivankov. Take care of that. We definitely need to focus board against Belo Betty. They're going to use an event to get rid of our Sanji, Fire Fist. They're going to play Koala, giving our Kid and Killer minus 3,000. 2 on Lindbergh. They're going to pressure 7, getting rid of our Kid and Killer. We're just going to counter out of this one. 2 on their leader, pressuring another 7 into life. We're going to take this, and they pass back. We're going to go 5 into Lindbergh because they can't protect it. We're going to go 5 into life. They have to take that. And we have a Chopper. And we're going to play down 2 Chopper blockers. Pass back. They're going to put 5 on Koala, pressuring 8 into life. We're going to counter out here. 2 on their Karasu, pressuring 7, giving our leader minus 1. We're going to use our blocker. Belo Betty 5 into our 4. We're going to give him a 2k here. We're going to play down a Karasu blocker. 1 card in hand, 1 life. We're going to put 2 on the Zoro, pressuring 7. They take this hit. Put 3 on our leader. We're going to do 4. So we have a 9k swing into life, forcing the block. Now we get it. Luffy versus Red-Green Smoker. We're going to go first here. We're going to play down the Nami that feeds Dawn, passing it back. They get their 2 Dawn, passing it back to us. We're going to play down the 2-drop Sanji, putting 1 Dawn on leader, and then feeding that Sanji, going 6k into life. They counter, and another 6k with leader. They take this one, we just pass it back. They're going to play down their Sanji, putting a Dawn on it for some reason. Oh, so they get a 7k power, so they can use their leader effect to ready 2 Dawn. Putting 2 on their leader, pressuring 7 into that rested Sanji. We have to give that to them, passing it back to us. We're going to deploy down our 4-drop Zoro, using our leader effect to feed the leader. Leader's going to feed Zoro. We're going to go 7 into life with that Zoro. They're going to counter out of this one. We're going to put 1 more on our leader, pressuring another 7k swing. They take this, and we just pass it back. They're going to play down their Smoker character. They're going to use leader and Smoker's effect to ready 3 Dawn. They're going to pressure 6 with Sanji into our rested Zoro. We're going to counter. They're going to play down Monet, resting it to give their leader 2 rested Dawn. And our Zoro minus 1. We're going to give that to them when they pressure it into the Zoro. Play down our Sanji. They're going to pass back. We draw into a Rush Zoro here, which is great. So we're going to play down the Rush Zoro. We're going to use our Nami's effect to feed the leader. Leader's going to feed that Rush Zoro. So we're going to put an extra Dawn on the Zoro. And we're going to pressure 8 into that rested Sanji. They can draw a card from it, but it's off the field. We're going to go 6 with our Sanji into the rested Monet. We get that. And then we're going to pressure 6 into life with our leader. They're going to counter. And we're going to play down our Chopper blocker and pass it back. Here they're going to play down their 8-drop Kid. They're going to use their leader effect and character effect to ready Dawn. 1 on their Kid, resting it, so we have to target it. And then 2 on leader, pressuring 7 into the rested Zoro. We're going to give them our Chopper. Then Smoker is going to take out the Zoro. Back over to us, we draw into the 5-6 Luffy. We're going to deploy that down, using Nami to feed the leader. Leader's going to feed the Luffy. 2 more on Luffy. We're going to pressure 10 into that rested Kid. They give that to us. So we're going to go 9 with our leader into life. They get that hit. And then a 6k swing into life. They're going to counter. Passing it back over to them. They're going to play down another 8-drop Kid. Resting it to play down a Rosinati blocker. They're going to use leader effect and character effect to ready Dawn. 1 on the Kid. 1 on the Smoker character. Pressuring 8 into the rested Luffy. We're going to give that to them. They're going to put 2 on leader, pressuring 7 into the Sanji. We have to give that to them. We draw a card. Back over to us. We do have another 5-6 Luffy, which is great. We're going to play down the 3-drop Nami as well. We're going to use the 1 Nami to attach Dawn. Leader effect to feed the Luffy. We're going to go 10 into the 8. They're going to give us a Rosinati blocker here. We're going to use that Nami's effect to give more rest to Dawn to our leader. We're going to go pressure 9 into that 8. And we get that. Passing it back. We're going to use an event here to give our Luffy minus 5,000 and then KO one of our Namis. We're going to pressure 5 into the Luffy. We're going to give that to them. We're going to activate some Dawn, then play Ben Beckman to get rid of our other Nami. pressuring 7 into life with their smoker. Back over to us, we do get the Nami Searcher, so we're going to try to find something. Looks like we're just going to probably have to grab that Sanji there. Deploy down the Sanji, deploy down the Nami, use the Nami's effect to ready Dawn, or give a Dawn to leader, put the rest of the leader, Dawn on the leader, and we're just going to go 11 into that rested smoker character. They're going to counter out by using an event, passing it back. Another Ben Beckman gets rid of our Sanji, so we don't get the draw because it is trashed. Using their leader effect, they're going to ready Dawn, pressuring 7 into life. We have Banish, we have Take, 7 into life with Beckman, we take. They're going to play down another smoker blocker and then pressure 5 into life, which we take. Back over to us. We're going to play down our Chopper, using our Nami's effect to give our leader a Dawn. And then we're going to give our Nami Searcher 2 Dawn with our leader effect. Just making a 5k swing with that Nami, so they have to take this. And we're going to put the rest of the Dawn on our leader, try to close this game out. 12 into 5, and we get it. Luffy versus Robin. Opponent chooses to go first. They get a Dawn and pass it back over to us. We're going to play down our Nami Searcher here. We're going to grab a 5-6 Luffy, passing it back. 2 on Robin. 7k swing with Banish. They're going to use their leader effect to ramp a Dawn. We're going to counter out here. Passing it back to us. We're going to play down our 3-5 Rush Zoro, giving 1 to leader, 2 to Zoro, pressuring 7. They're going to use a Gum Gum Giant here, which is great because they go down on Dawn. That's really in the game is really good. They're going to counter out of that hit. 6 into life with our leader. They're going to counter. Passing it back over. They're going to put 2 on their Robin, pressuring 7 into life with Banish, using their leader effect to ramp a Dawn. We're just going to take that first hit. They're going to play down their Law Searcher, getting a Luffy Taro, passing it back over to us. We're going to play down the 5-6 Luffy, put 1 on our leader, giving our Zoro 2 rested Dawn. We have a 7k swing with the Zoro. We're going to pressure 7. They take. They use an effect or trigger to get rid of our 5-6 Luffy, unfortunately. And then we go 6 into life, and they counter. Back over to the opponent. They're going to put 1 on leader, pressuring 6 into life. They take that. They're going to play down their Zoro. They're going to get Gum Gum Giant. And they're going to use Gum Gum Lightning to get rid of our Zoro. Back over to us. We have the 4-drop Zoro we're going to play. Using some Dawn to feed the Zoro. Going 7. They take. We're going to play Chopper. And pressure 6 with leader. They take. Passing it back over to the opponent. 2 on leader. We're going to pressure 7 into our rested Zoro, using leader effect to ramp a Dawn. We're going to use our Chopper. We're going to go 7 with their Zoro into our Zoro. We have to give it to them. We only get to play out a Bonnie here. Back to us. 4 on our Bonnie, pressuring 7 into life. They're going to counter out. We're going to play down a 3-5 Brush Zoro. We're going to put 1 on our leader to give our Nami 2 Dawn. And we're going to put 2 extra Dawn on our Nami, so we have a 6k swing with our Searcher Nami. They're going to counter out. 5k swing with Zoro. They're going to counter. 6k swing into their Zoro with our leader. They have to use another Gum Gum Giant to counter out of this, so going down on Dawn and resources. Back over to the opponent. They're going to pressure with their Law into our Nami. We're just going to give it to them. 6 into our rested Zoro. We're going to counter. 1 on their leader, pressuring 6 into that rested Zoro. They're going to use leader effect. We have to give that to them. Back over to us. Just a Nami that attaches Dawn. We're going to give it to the Bonnie. And we're going to put a total of 5 Dawn on our Bonnie, pressuring us 8k swing into life. They use all the counter in hand to get rid of that. So we're just going to put the rest of the Dawn on our leader and go into that Zoro. Passing it back over to the opponent. And opponent scoops it up. Luffy versus Usopp. The opponent chooses to go second here. We do take a mulligan. Not much of a better hand for this. Opponent plays down their Leo, resting their leader, getting 2 Dressrosa cards. They're going to play down their stage, passing it back to us. We're going to play down our Sanji and just pressure 5 into life with our leader. They take that first hit, passing it back. 5 into life with their leader. We take. They're going to play down their Frankie blocker, passing it to us. We're going to drop down the 4-drop Zoro, using the Dawn to our leader, feeding Zoro, making a 7k swing. They're going to counter. 6k swing with Sanji. They're going to use their blocker so they can draw a card and play out a Leo from trash. Using Leo to get some more Dressrosa cards. We're going to go 6 with our leader. They take. We're just going to pass it back. They're going to put 1 on their Leo just to pressure into our rested Sanji. We're going to counter out. Put 1 on their other Leo. Pressure in that rested Sanji. We're going to give it to them that time. 5 into the Zoro with their leader. We're going to counter. They're going to play down Cavendish and pressure 6 into that rested Zoro. We're gonna give that to him. We're gonna play Kid and Killer. Our 7 Dawn here. We're gonna play down our 4-drop Zoro, giving our leader a Dawn, and then feeding that Zoro. So we have another rush swing. We're gonna go 8 with the Zoro into life. They take this. We're gonna put 1 on Kid and Killer, pressuring another 8K swing into life. They're gonna counter out of this one, and then we got a 6K swing into life with our leader, which they counter. We're just gonna pass it back to them. They're gonna pressure with their Cavendish into our Kid and Killer. We're gonna counter out. They're gonna go 5 with their leader. We're gonna give that to them that time. They're gonna play down Kairos, bouncing back a Leo and pressuring 9 into our Zoro. We're gonna play down the Bonnie from that. They're gonna replay their Leo, resting it, getting some more Dressrosa cards. That's gonna pass it back over to us. We're gonna play down our Edward Newgate here. Gonna put 1 Dawn on our leader, feeding the Bonnie. Gonna put a couple extra Dawn on Bonnie, going 7 into that Cavendish. They counter. 6 with our leader into Cavendish. They counter. Passing it back over to the opponent. 1 on their Leo, taking out our Bonnie, drawing us a card. Cavendish going 6 into life. We take. They're going to play down a Rebecca and a Luffy, trashing one of their Leos. They're going to put 2 Dawn on their Luffy, pressuring 9 into our Newgate. We're just going to counter. They're going to do it again. We're going to counter again. So they have a 5K swing into life. We're going to take. Kairos coming in for 9. We'll take. Back over to us. We just needed some options here, and that's why we're taking all that life. So we're going to feed the leader to feed Zoro. We're going to go 10 with Newgate. They have to take. We're going to put a total of 6 on Zoro, pressuring 11. They're going to count out of this, and then we're going to go 6K, and we get it. Luffy versus Smoker. They're going second and get a Dawn pass. They're going to get a Dawn and play down Sengoku, and then pass it back to us. We're going to play down our Nami, attaching Dawn, going 8K into life with our leader. Passing it back. They're going to play down their Brook, getting rid of our Nami. 1 on leader, pressuring 6. And a 2K out. Back over to us. We're going to play down our 4-drop Zoro, putting 1 on leader, then feeding the Zoro, going 7 into life with that Zoro. They're going to counter out of this one. 6K swing with leader. They're going to counter. We just pass it back. They're going to play down a Rebecca, getting a Tashigi back from trash, and then playing Helmeppo, giving our Zoro -3. They're going to use their leader effect, and then Brooke's going to go 5 into life, getting rid of our Zoro. We're just going to play down our blocker, and we're going to use that blocker. They have a 7K swing with leader. We're going to take that back over to us. We're going to play down our Newgate here, giving our leader Rested Dawn, and then we're just going to use Newgate's effect to get rid of that Brooke. And we're going to use leader effect to give our Sanji 2 Dawn, and pressure into Helmeppo, and then we're going to go 6 into life with our leader. They're going to counter. Back over to the opponent. They're going to play down their Jack. Smoker's going to give our Chopper -1. Jack's going to take it out. We got a 6K swing with leader. We're going to take. Back over to us. We're going to use our Nami Searcher, trying to find something. We get the Rush Zoro, which is good. We're going to play down the Rush Zoro. Put 1 Dawn on leader, giving Zoro 2 Dawn. We're going to use Newgate to get rid of the Rebecca. Debating if we want to pressure into that Jack. We're going to go 11 into the Jack, see if we can get it. Did get it, which is good. And a 6K swing with leader. They take that. They're going to play down Suru and Hina, trying to get rid of our Newgate here. They're going to give it a total of -7, and they're going to go 8 with their leader into our rested Zoro. Play down a Rebecca. Yep, they got a book back from trash to get rid of the Newgate. Passing it back over to us. We're going to play down our Sanji. We're going to put 1 on leader, giving our Nami Searcher some Dawn. Go 7 with Nami. They're going to use their blocker. Go 7 with Zoro. They take that hit, and then we got another 7K swing with leader. We're going to try to take that Brook out, and we get that. And we're just going to pass it back. They're going to play down their Kobe, using its on play to get rid of our Sanji, allowing us to draw a card. 1 on leader, using leader effect. They're going to give their Nami, or Nami -1. Brook's going to come in after Rebecca, taking out the Nami. 7 with Hina into our rested Zoro. Going to give that to him. 7 into life with leader. We're going to counter out of this one. Back over to us. Nami Searcher, hopefully find something good. We did get the 4-drop Zoro, which is good. Deploy that down, give a leader a Dawn, feed the Zoro. We're going to go 7 into the rested Hina. They're going to give us the blocker. We're going to go 6 into Brook. We're just going to pass it back. They're going to play down their Tashigi here using its leader effect, comboing to get rid of our Zoro. Kobe's going to come in for 7. We have to take. Hina's going to come in for 6. We're going to take. 7 with leader. We take. We're at 0 life. We're going to play down the Zoro. We're going to put 1 on leader, giving our Nami 2 rested Dawn. We're going to make a 7k swing total with Nami, so they have to take this. We're going to go 2 on Zoro, making another 7k swing. Hopefully they don't have a lot of counter. They take that, and then we're going to go 7 with our leader. See if we can close this game out. Start to counter, and we get it. Luffy versus Boa. The opponent chooses to go first. They get their Dawn, play down their Sengoku Searcher. They're going to grab Trafalgar Law, passing it over to us. We're going to play down our Nami that attaches Dawn and a Bonnie. And just go ahead, pass turn. 3 on their leader, pressuring 8 into life. We take back over to us. We got a 3-drop Zoro. We're going to play that using our Nami to attach the rest to the leader. Leader's going to feed our Bonnie. We got a 5k swing with Bonnie. We're going to use that. They take. Put 1 on our Zoro, pressuring 6. They counter. 6k swing with leader. They take. And pass it back. They're going to play down their Law Bouncer to put our Bonnie back in hand as well as their Sengoku. They're going to play down a Law Blocker. Pressuring 5 into our rested Zoro. We're going to counter out. Back over to us. Let's see. We're going to drop down the 4-drop Zoro. Using Nami to feed the leader. Leader's going to feed the Zoro. We're going to put the extra 2 Dawn on the other Zoro. So we have a 7k swing with both Zoros. They use their blocker the first time. Going to hit them again. They take it. Using the trigger, they get rid of our Zoro to the bottom of the deck. And we're going to go 6 into life. And they're going to counter. Back over to them. They're going to play down their Mihawk. And another Law Blocker. Putting 1 Dawn on leader, pressuring 6 into life. We're just going to counter. 1 on their Law, pressuring another 6 into our rested Zoro. We're going to give them the counters here. Back over to us. We have Kid and Killer. We're going to play that out using Nami to feed the leader. Leader is going to feed our Zoro. They're going to put 1 on our Kid and Killer, pressuring 8 into life. They're going to use their blocker. Put an extra 1 on Zoro, pressuring 8 again. They take this. Using their effect, they're going to bottom our Kid and Killer. We're going to go 8 into that rested Law with our leader. We get that, passing it back. They're going to play down Kai, allowing them to draw 2, trash 2, and they scoop it up. Luffy versus Sabo. We're going to go first. We're going to play down our Nami Searcher, grabbing a 5/6 Luffy, and then passing it over to the opponent. Opponent's going to play down a Garp. They didn't get any cards off that search. Back over to us. We're going to play down the Nami that can feed Dawn. We're going to feed the leader 1. And we're just going to put the other 2 Dawn on our leader, going 8k into life. They take the first hit, passing it back over to them. They're going to pressure back 5 with their leader. We're going to take that one. They're going to play down Inazuma, passing it back. We're going to play down our Zoro, using our Nami to feed our leader. Leader's going to feed Zoro. We're going to go 7 with Zoro into life. They take. We're going to go 7 with our leader into life. They're going to counter this one. We're just going to pass it back. We're going to put 1 on their Inazuma, pressuring 6 into our rested Zoro, resting our Nami that can attach Dawn. We're going to counter out. They're going to use their Garp to pressure into that Nami. We're going to give it to them. They're going to play down a Belo Betty, putting 1 on leader, pressuring 6 into the rested Zoro. We'll give it to them so we can play down a 5/6 Luffy for free. They're going to use their leader effect, putting Inazuma back on top, passing back over to us. We got a 7k swing with our Luffy. They take. Nami's just going to pressure into the Garp. We're going to play down a Rush Zoro. We're going to put 1 on our leader so we can feed Zoro some Dawn. 7k swing with Zoro. They take. 8k swing with leader. They take. We just pass it back. They're going to put 3 on Belo Betty, pressuring 7 into our rested Zoro. We're going to counter and save that one. They're going to play down their own 5/6 Luffy. Rush going into our rested Zoro, giving their leader a Dawn. We have to give it to them. 6 into our other rested Luffy. We're going to counter that one. Sabo's going to use his leader effect, Back over to us, we draw into another 5-6 Luffy. So we're going to put 1 on the Luffy, pressuring 7, giving a rested Dawn to leader. They got a counter out of this one. 1 on the other Luffy, pressuring another 7k swing, giving our leader a rested Dawn. They got a counter out of this. We're going to use our leader effect to feed the Nami, as well as giving us some extra Dawn. We're going to pressure 6. They got to take this one up. They use trigger. And we're going to go 7 into life with our leader, and we get it. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you guys are enjoying the content. I know this one was a little bit longer of a video, but I wanted to showcase this deck and the aggressiveness and the speed that it can do against some of these rogue decks. But yeah, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. It greatly helps the channel. And as always, we will see you in the next one.